It is true that not checking the blind spot is an automatic fail on the driving test.
Oh, great.
Let's let the car go and then we'll fall in behind. Oh, they're waiting for you.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And then you can raise your right hand to say thank you. Really good. So please pull over and park on the right hand side.
When? Now?
Yes.
Wait, is it even legal to park on a speed bump?
Hey, it's me, Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Charlie.
And this is my 4th lesson with Charlie. Actually, it's our 3rd lesson together because you did one of your lessons with Carlos, right?
Yeah.
So you've had a little mix of coaching, and then plus, have both mom and dad been driving with you or just dad?
Both.
Both, okay. So a little coaching for mom and dad. Excellent. Do you feel like you've done your 50 hours?
Close, I think.
Okay, that's really the thing that makes the biggest difference, right? Just all that practice with mom and dad. I loved hearing you say that they've been having you drive to restaurants and like practicing parking and stuff like that. That's awesome. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to practice as if you were taking your driving test. Mom said your driving test is in a couple weeks. So we're just sort of going through all the skills you need to be a good driver. So when you're parked at the DMV, the DMV examiner is going to ask you to turn on your car. So why don't you do that now?
Okay.
And you'll roll your window down because they'll be standing at your driver window.
Yeah.
And they're going to have you sign your score sheet. And these score sheets are available on the DMV website.
Okay.
We love public transportation. These score sheets are available on the DMV website, so you can take a look. And it's just, you know, the main skills that you need to be good at to be a safe driver.
Okay.
So they're going to have you sign your score sheet. They're going to stand outside the window, and the first thing they're going to have you do is something called the pre-drive checklist. So I'm just going to call out all the car parts, and you're going to show that you know where they are.
Yeah.
And they'll do it more slowly because they're going to look and make sure all your lights work and everything like that, but we're just going to run through them for practice.
Okay.
So how about put on your hazard lights or your emergency flashers, perfect, and turn them off. Put on your left turn signal and turn it off. Put on your right turn signal and turn it off. Tap your foot brake, perfect. And our headlights are on from when we were driving before, but how about you turn them off and back on? And we're making the choice to leave them on because it's a sort of, even though it's daytime, it's sort of foggy where we are right now. And if it's foggy on your test or if it's raining, you'll put your headlights on. Deal? Okay, great. They'll also need to know that you know how to honk the horn. Give a little honk of the horn. Let me
actually honk
hear it sound.
For real?
Actually, for real. You got it. Perfect. Just get yourself comfortable. You'll hear everybody doing that at the DMV. They'll ask you to put on your windshield wipers.
Okay.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
Oh, oops, I forgot about that. The camera's up there. I did that last time too. So they'll ask you to point to the defroster button. Perfect. They'll ask you to put on and release the emergency brake, which I know in your car is the left foot pedal, but in my car, it's this little handle right here in the middle. Excellent. And they'll ask you to do your hand signals. So stick your left hand out the window and say left,
right, stop.
Stop. You got it. Then the examiner is going to get in the car with you. They're going to tell you that they're going to assess your driving, assume straight unless they tell you otherwise. And your job is just to be able to respond appropriately to anything that they ask you to do and any conditions you find on the road. So we'll head out driving in a moment, but first I'm going to go check that camera and straight. You are going to always make sure that anyone who gets in your car puts on their seatbelt.
Are they gonna not put on their seatbelt?
I cannot imagine that they would try to trick you in that way, but you know that you're always going to do a check, even if your friends, after you've had your license for a year, your friends get in the car in the back and you're like, hey, make sure your seatbelt's on.
Yeah.
Okay, you're never going to pull away. All right. Let's say, assume straight unless I tell you otherwise. I'm going to try to talk in the, like, what I imagine the DMV examiner might say. And we'll just go do a 10-minute driving route. It should feel a little bit like an obstacle course.
Okay.
So, please pull away from the curb into the driving lane.
Okay. Wait, what the heck?
I love how you caught it yourself. And if you catch it yourself, you won't lose a point. But I was just sitting here thinking, okay, eventually I'm going to have to tell her she would have lost a point for not putting on her turn signal.
Yeah.
But you noticed it as well, right?
Yeah.
Let's turn left at the stop.
Sounds pretty cool.
So Charlie and I just drove around for about 20 minutes and we practiced.
Wait, did you say left or right?
Left.
Oh, okay.
And there were only two things that we worked on, and that was turn signals, remembering to put them on,
Okay.
and then a yield right turn. And what I loved about our practice is once you kind of got it in your head, it just got better and better. Let's turn left at this stop sign.
Okay.
And we are doing our practice in a neighborhood that's near where you live and your school. And I just think it's important to remember that most accidents happen in people's very own neighborhoods because it's where you spend the most time driving. So I love that we're evaluating your safety in your own neighborhood. But I would also love to know, what's the farthest from home that you've driven?
Petaluma.
Nice. Did that feel good?
I was stressed because I drove on the highway the entire time there, and then my hands were holding the wheel too tight, and then I had hand cramps.
Oh, that's a lot. I can totally relate to that feeling.
Because it was like an hour of driving
Yeah.
there, and then I drove back.
Turn right at the stop.
Okay.
And back there, I'm thinking about the
Oh my
blind
God.
spot. It's okay. We are practicing, right?
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's practice better this time. We're going to
Oh.
turn right at the stop.
Okay.
Do all your good work. So it is true that not checking the blind spot is an automatic fail on the driving test.
Oh, great.
I know that doesn't help to hear, and you're, oh my God. Like, I want to talk you down from the oh my God because I want you to feel like it's a growth area. It's an area
Okay.
where you can improve. You noticed as soon as I started to make a noise, right? So you're just going to remember.
Oh, yeah, wait, straight.
And not just because of the driving test, but just in life.
Yeah.
You always want to check the blind spot. And please pull over and park on the right-hand side.
When? Now?
Yes.
Wait, is it even legal to park on a speed bump?
You are doing great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what I'm watching is your placement. I really appreciated your slow approach. I appreciated your lane change. And it's going to be just like that on the driving test. They'll
Okay.
find some nice wide open spot where you can pull over nicely, get parallel. You'll take your turn signal off, and then they'll say something like, please reverse until I tell you to stop.
Okay.
Nice. And they're not going to cover the camera, but I'm covering the camera just as a sort of nonverbal reminder that your work is to check out back behind you and in the mirror. And you're doing great. And keep going back 3 car lengths and stop. Really good. Please re-enter the road.
Yeah, I was gonna wait for that guy.
Okay. And then turn left at the stop.
Okay.
Doing good. So
What
we've
the
practiced
hell
all
is
the
this?
skills that you're going to be tested on, except for lane changes. So we're going to head out to a busier street.
Oh my god. Wait, they have a stop sign, but she's crossing. But then I'm going.
I feel lucky that I get to be the one sitting beside you while you're working out all this stuff. You did all the right questions. You made all the right choices.
Wait, am I
We're
allowed to
going
talk
to
to
turn
myself?
left at the light. You are absolutely allowed to talk to
Okay.
yourself. You're a young person processing a lot of stuff. Yeah, so you're doing great. Do you talk to yourself when you're driving with Dad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he answer like your questions, or does he sit with you and let you work it out?
When I ask him specifically, he does. But usually I just like talk to myself.
Yeah. That's what the examiner will do.
Okay.
If
just, like,
you're
sit there in
working
silence.
something out, they'll be like, all right, let's let her go. And then the only reason they would intervene is if you made the wrong choice, right? Then they would be there to support you.
And then you fail.
Let's talk through this unprotected left turn. You've got friend on the left with a dog. We're not sure if they're going straight or turning. Or two dogs. We'll keep our eyes on them.
They're turning.
We have friend coming straight telling us they're turning left. So they should be able to make their turn while we make our turn.
Yeah.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Nice. We have the brightly marked double yellow line, which shows us how far out we have to go.
Oh, I see it. It's a long line.
I have a friend who's a traffic engineer, and so
Oh.
I'm just thinking about how he talks about the timing. Like the main streets have more seconds than the side streets, obviously.
Yeah.
It was such a long light that the dog dude decided to walk, and he crossed faster than we did.
Why is the car in front of us not have a license plate? Isn't that illegal?
Maybe it's new, but you're right. Good question.
But even if it's new, don't you have like a thing that says like Nissan from somewhere?
Yeah, usually there's a piece of paper taped or something.
Okay, well, that's
Or maybe we're solving a crime. Do you want to roll up your window?
Yeah.
And when it's safe, make a right lane change.
Okay. Oh, why did it go so fast?
I think you can put on your signal.
Okay.
Let's let the car go, and then we'll fall in behind. Oh, they're waiting for you.
Oh. Okay, thanks.
And then you can raise your right hand to say thank you. Really good. We're going to go all the way up to Marin Avenue, the red light ahead of us, and we're going to turn right, and we're going to do a yield right turn. That's our last challenge in terms of all of our skills. And just for fun, we have turkeys crossing the road.
Oh my god.
A little extra hazard.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, one's limping. Oh no. Okay. Blind spot. I go here. I stop.
We don't stop.
Oh,
because we have
that's
that
if we
green
look
light.
for people.
Yep.
But that guy
We're just
was,
looking, scanning safely,
Oh.
cautiously. Your intention was good, but with our green light, we don't have to do a full stop.
Oh, but what about the guy that looked like he was crossing?
We're going to turn right here.
Here?
Slow.
Is this
Check
a here?
mirror blind spot.
Okay.
Notice the yield. Look for pedestrians and cars,
I'm
and
good to go.
continue. Turn left here. And notice the yellow sign showing us we could have some two-way traffic.
Yeah,
This
that's
used
new.
to be, yeah, exactly. It used to be one way, so I love that you know your roads.
There's also one behind where I go to judo, and that one's way narrower than this one. I don't understand how they make it two ways, because that's really stupid. Because it's narrower than this street, and this street's already pretty narrow.
Yes, I agree. Let's pull over and park on the right hand side. Mirror blind spot. Nice. And the only thing I miscalculated is there isn't actually a formal stopping place for us. So we'll just pull up here.
Oh my god.
You would never do this on your driving test
Okay.
because we would never want to block somebody's driveway. Take your turn signal off.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and put us in park. Put your hazard lights on just for the moment that we're here. Go ahead and put us in regular park.
Oh.
And I just want to say we're done.
Oh.
We practiced all the skills that you're going to be assessed on.
Yeah.
You did great with your turn signals. You did great with your yield right turn. You did good with your lane changes. You did great with your pullover and park and reverse. Are there any skills that you want to talk about before we end this practice video?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay. I think that you are going to just keep practicing. You know you have a couple weeks, and you're going to practice all the things we practiced in your own car in kind of a 10-minute chunk, right? Just so you can see how it feels. Great. All right. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Keep practicing, and you'll be ready like Charlie for your driving test. All right. Bye.